Guess who's back again. Yes, folks, unfortunately, LeBron James, the King, has returned. Fresh off the presses, I have for you the immediate reaction from Game 3. Excuse me, I promise to give it to you straight, no chasers. What we have is the immediate reaction from the first quarter of what was supposed to be an entire game between LeBron James and Jason Tatum. Because that's the only member of Gang Green that decided to show up today. I am so thoroughly disappointed. This game was over. Game over. Game over. The game was over in the first quarter. I was disappointed from top to bottom, and so many things were going through my mind as I watched this. Oh, Brad Stevens. Brad. Come on, Brad. I guess even great Brads have their problems sometimes, Angelina. They can't always be perfect. Let me get into this. LeBron James was phenomenal. This guy was fantastic and sensational at the same damn time. Come on. This guy, I usually have enthusiasm on tap at your local brewery. And I just as much as I want. But this guy, I thought that they could get swept from the way they were playing. I didn't think they would, because I knew we had a great game in them. But man, he came in there and he just sucked out. My enthusiasm is just, it's not that I'm not enthusiastic about it, because I love basketball, whether it's in junior high, high school, it doesn't matter. At the rec center. What was that? And he came in, totally dominated these boys. And I'm concerned. I am a little concerned. How can you go from saying they could probably sweep, to, it's not that they lost. It's not one loss just changes the whole thing. It's the way that they lost. They went on the road and they lost. Some people will say, oh, hey, they're young guys. They're young guys, they're first or second year in the league. That's going to happen. You're going to have ups and downs. Without the crowd behind you and a hostile environment, they're going to have some games like that. And I can understand that. But Jason Tatum actually, before I get into what the Celtics did, if you're enjoying these videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video. That being said, I'm going to start off with what the Cavs did, because they did a lot of things right. Ty Lue said, I'm going to go with my guys who've been here, who got me here. They went with the veterans. They went with J.R. Smith, George Hill. They brought Tristan Thompson, the much belayed Tristan Thompson. He's no longer Tristan Kardashian. He had a pretty good game today. He started at center. Had Kevin Love, because Al Horford was just dominating them boys over there in Celtic land. They decided to go and put Tristan Thompson in there, maybe to slow him down. That was actually a good coaching move. Congratulations, Ty Lue. Welcome to the coaching fraternity. Had Kevin Love at the power forward. And of course, LeBron James, the king. Ain't no other kings in this rap things. They siblings. Nothing but maturing. One shot, they disappearing. He was the king today. He found his royal wardrobe. I guess he had left it back in Cleveland. And he brought it out today. The guy was fantastic on all fronts. Usually he stockpiles a bunch of numbers, but he's got a bunch of turnovers, and he was just, because he played the whole game, he wasn't really getting anybody else involved. Not today. I think he had like 12 assists and only like 3 turnovers. That's a 4-to-1 turnover ratio, assist turnover ratio. That is awesome. I'm not mad at that. That type of play, hey. You're not only playing the whole game, you're controlling the whole game, but you're doing it in a fantastic measure. That's how you control. That's how you run the game. That's better than most point guards. I'm not mad at that at all. So he did the damn thizzle. But all those veterans, they came out to play. I'm gonna take you back to a quote. You know, before I get you this quote, you know what? I'm gonna go to the quote first. I'm just so. I don't even know what to say first, because the gas and everything was out of Boston. He just came in and he snatched the heart out of everyone who wasn't a Cleveland fan. He came in utterly dominated that first quarter, and the game was over by then. After that, them boys, it was like, man, we can't win. We can't win today. He is just on top of his thing, and he is, you know, if you want to get down to it, when he's on his job, which isn't most of the time, because he usually isn't playing defense. This guy was playing defense that first quarter. My God, he had like 2 blocks, had a few rebounds, had a couple steals, and he didn't have like a turnover until like the second quarter. Man, he was on point, bro. He was playing defense and dominating, being super aggressive on offense and keeping people involved. I mean, it's rare that he puts it all together on the same day, in the same game. But when he does, he is hard to compete with. Man, they found that out today. This guy was fantastic. But those veterans, they stood up. You know, a lot of people, like they would say, hey, you know, they had young people, you know, Tatum and Rozier. Hey, listen, Tatum, Rozier, they were okay. I'm not mad at them. Jaylen Brown, oh man, what happened to this guy? He only had like 8 shots or something like that, but he was totally ineffective. But he's still a young guy, so I'm not mad at that. I put that on Brad Stevens. You got to keep this guy involved and engaged if you want to make it to that final frontier. Okay. The problem that I have with that statement is like, oh, they're young guys, they're going to have ups and downs. Al Horford's not a young guy. He's a veteran in the league. Marcus Morris is a veteran in the league. And he was talking noise about shutting down LeBron, or at least slowing him down. Yeah, I didn't see it. I didn't see it that first quarter. And that's all it took. He was killing that boy. And he was playing fairly good defense. He's just, you know, as we know, better. He's just better, and he was doing it all. But man, the defense was horrible as well. Man, Al Horford, he had like 9 points. I think Marcus Morris had like 7 points, or it was the other way around. They were totally ineffective. Al Horford only took like 4 shots in the game. What the You're the leader of the game. You're the heart and soul of the Celtics. How are you supposed to compete with them and everybody on the Cavs roster? They in double digits. They in double digits, all the starters. Led by LeBron with his 27 points, 12 assists. You can't have 7 points as a starting center playing like 30-something minutes. Brad Stevens, why did these guys not get more shots? Hey, I give credit where credit is due, and I point out where there are some deficiencies. Brad Stevens, you need to do better. You've got to get these guys more shots. Jason Tatum, oh man, he played a pretty good game. I'm not mad at him. But LeBron James brought his side. Oh, but get to that video, not the video, but the interview that was had right after the midseason when they traded like half the team, and then George Hill, he was like the leader of all the new guys for the Cavs. He was like, hey man, I just want to tell y'all now we know our roles. Batman is LeBron, LeBron is Batman, and we need all the rest of these guys. We're just Robins. We all need to be Robins. We know our roles. And we need to be Robins to his Batman. There's only one Batman on this team. Because they were having problems with Isaiah Thomas, and he was like, I'm a star, I'm just as big and popular as LeBron, and I need to be getting shots, and I'm the leader of the team. He was like, no, we all Robins. He was the Robin today. That first quarter, he was getting done. He was driving to the hole. He was scaring Scary Terry. He was he put some fear into this guy's heart. He was scoring, getting buckets, relieving LeBron James, and LeBron James didn't just sit off to the side. He was also being aggressive. So it was a problem. And then they were going back to playing trash defense. This guy George Hill was wide open. LeBron, as soon as they left the double team, why are they double teaming? Don't start that crap again. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stay with your man. Stay with your man. Let LeBron kill and tire himself out. You can't let him get easy buckets because he's better than Marcus Morris and then get easy buckets for everybody else. You can't have both. Stick to your discipline. They were undisciplined today. Marcus Morris, he couldn't get anything going. He was taking shots. He had like 1 3-pointer in the first quarter, and he was just struggling. He was just like, man, this guy is really energized today. And going at Marcus Morris hurt his offense. He was taking a bunch of shots. Doesn't make any sense. Then Marcus Smart came off the bench, the Marcus brothers. Marcus Smart came off the bench. He had like 11 or something. Man, those were garbage points towards the end of the game. He was extremely ineffective. Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, and Marcus Morris. I think not any of them had like more than 9 shots. How can you get into a rhythm of the game taking that few shots? It's not like you got a bunch of superstar scorers coming off the bench like Eric Gordon or somebody. He had that explosion against the Warriors the other day. They're going to need that to continue, which I don't think it will. You got to get shots for them. Brad Stevens, come on, man. I'm saying you're the best coach in the league, and then you let me down like this. But then I thought about it. I was like, wow, they've been losing a lot of games away from home. They're awesome at home. That first series where the Bucks took them to 7 games, they had to take them to 7 games. They won all their home games and lost all the away games. Luckily, they had the home court advantage. That second series against the Sixers, they found out the key to their weakness, that guy Ben Simmons can't shoot jumpers and he doesn't want to shoot jumpers, so they just sagged in the paint the whole time. That just totally befuddled them and threw them off. They only won 1 game, and that was at home against the Celtics. So Celtics lost another away game. These guys, they turned into a totally different team. They're unaggressive. They lose their defensive principles. It's a problem. So that's why I'm saying, you guys over there, Celtic land, you might want to be a little worried. Like I said, hey, unless it's the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, if it's that, and they're just going to be awesome at home again, and win the series that way, hey. But I wouldn't want to leave that in the Kings' hands. I don't want to give these guys no type of confidence. No type of confidence. And how do you get confidence? By how you win. They were totally blown out and demoralized. They couldn't do nothing. I can see if it was a close game, everybody was doing their things, they were sticking to their principles, they just ran out of time and they lost by a couple of buckets. They got blowed out. Blowed out. They should be worried and concerned by how they played. Now this next game is going to be a testament to their resilience, their discipline, and their coaching. How will Brad Stevens get these guys to come back and not just give away another game and come out flat? They just not even compete. They didn't compete. They didn't show no heart. No heart. I can't even beat on my chest because that was a lackluster display, a heartless display. How could you be so heartless? How could you be so hard? Man, what? The Celtics got blown out, demoralized, totally annihilated. This is on Brad Stevens. You've got to find a way to keep Al Horford, Marcus Morris engaged. Jaylen Brown has to get more shots. He's got to be active and going at LeBron James. It can't just be Jason Tatum. Congratulations to you, boss. Fantastic rookie performance. If they don't do these things and they play the same way that they did today, the next time they're in Cleveland, I guess in a couple days, it could totally turn the series around. And they may not have anything to go because then the pressure is all going to shift back on them to hold serve and protect the home game. They need to win. This is a must win for the Boston Celtics this next game 4. They need to win this game if they plan on winning this series. There you have it. Those have been my views for today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video. If you think they may enjoy the content, feel free to share this with your friends, your families, your homies, your neighbors, your BFF forevers, your boss, your co-workers, fans, and your followers. I'm Ironman from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records, and it's just how I see it. Be blessed and Godspeed. Feel free to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it. Really and truly appreciate it. Leave all your interesting comments right down below, especially the ones where you disagree with everything that I just said. And then subscribe so you don't miss any of the newest and latest views.